Hello, Aquarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. Supportive Oracle cards. Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman. Illustrated by Gretchen. And there's Gretchen's last name. So if you want to find any of those creators, there's how you spell their stuff. And that's cool. Alright, good. Alright. This is Aquarius. Okay. Got some tarot cards going on here. Ooh! The Devil card fell out while I was shuffling, and it's falling out again. How is this really hitting you is a good question, though. You got the Devil card plus the Balance, and I feel like they're trying to say, what are they trying to say? Like, the Devil wants his due? What is that? Where are we going with that? This is a situation that I feel like they're saying you kind of dug yourself into. I know that's harsh. And I'm gonna give the whole spiel about their general reads. If it hits with you, great. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Just let it go. But they're saying this is a hole you kind of dug yourself into. And I'm getting it's coming in here with the other side. That's a harsh one. Jeez. Yeah, rejection on the other side with the environment. Impasse and renewal, but it's kind of like it's trying to turn up, so it's all like for this to really have a renewal, there has to be like somebody has to let go before this could start moving forward and have a renewal moment. Right now it's upside down. This person is not moving or not working with you because they feel rejected or they feel like they can't trust you. They could be just rejecting you because they don't trust you. That could be it. This may be somebody you don't like working with anyway. Maybe this is somebody, when you talk to them, it's very difficult to have a talk with them because you just really don't want to talk with them. You don't really care for them. It could be. This starts off really harsh, I know. The best I could do is tell you what's here. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm going to say this. It's a general read. If it doesn't work, if it doesn't fit, then it doesn't fit. I just got to go with what's here. Yeah, I feel like this is a balancing out. This is somebody you don't normally get along with, and you have to get along with them for this to start moving forward. Is what I'm getting. Once you start turning the tide a little bit, you try to work more towards their benefit. You try to because you gotta sweet talk them a little bit. You gotta sweeten the pot a little bit for them. They don't want to work with you, so you gotta kind of give them some type of incentive to work with you. Fair or not, that's what I'm seeing here. I feel like this is a harsh one. It's driving me crazy already. Expansion is possible. This is kind of like a version of the success card. But when I'm feeling this, it's going to take some very sweet talking to pull them forward, to get them moving forward, and to keep you involved in the loop. Because you've got to be involved in the loop on this one. So you got to do something for them. You got to get like some type of olive branch, some type of peace offering here if you want this to really start picking up. This is all cramming in because they have to accept that they need you to move forward because they really do. If this is going to have success, and I feel like you might want to also, when you're giving this olive branch, this peace offering, you also got to show your value to the situation at the same time. Because they have to realize if they want this to really work forward, they got to work with you. If they really want the success to come out of this situation, you're a big part of that. You're a big part of that, and they have to work with you. I just feel like they have like this bone up their butt about it. They're just like, I don't want to do it. That was a really weird way to say that. They don't want to. They just don't want to. Let's just leave it at that. I don't know why I said it that way. The guilt here is kind of like they really don't want it to, but they're realizing that they do need you, and they don't like that. I feel like that's the guilt. Like, oh, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Like they know they have to work with you, but they don't want to work with you, and they haven't made it easy for you either. That's the guilt on their side too. This seems like it's been like a sparring match, like one doing to the other, back and forth, and they're not innocent. They're not innocent at all during this situation. I know you got the devil card, but still, I'm not feeling that they are innocent either. So they have to realize that they need to pull you in to make this decision for this to actually work forward. It's killing me that the devil card popped in there, but that's what they're giving me. As we keep going forward, you got confusion, dissipating, forgiveness, passion, Princess of Pentacles. This person still gets on your nerves. I feel like you have to kind of like choke down your feelings a little bit. I feel like you have to really hold it back a bit because this person is not your favorite. Not your favorite. I feel like this is the first thing. To get this to dissipate, you have to dissipate the animosity. And a lot of times I feel like you're just going to have to just not say something you're thinking. It's very much kid glove situation. Very much. To make this start flying right. And once you start doing that, they're saying you got to keep doing that. The Princess of Pentacles is telling me it's a very delicate touch, but it's a very honest and deliberate touch, and it's very much dedicated to what you're doing. You got to start doing it that way and keep doing it that way. When you stop conversing or holding things back for this situation, I know that seems rotten, but you got to hold it back if you want this to be successful. The other person will bend off, back off. They will back off if I can speak correctly. Because I'm getting the forgiveness here, kind of like they're going to give you a break. They're going to start including you more. The more you give them a break, the more they give you a break. It's going to go back and forth. I just feel like it's kind of uncomfortable for you. I feel like the longer this goes, the better it goes. I'm not really seeing a point where you're going to be like happy about not saying what you're thinking, but I also see at the same time, when this person works with you more, that makes things easier for you in the same way. You just have to be careful how you talk to them. You have to be very careful the whole time. The longer you're good with that, the better things go. This person's going to get stronger as it keeps going forward. They seem to have more decision-making ability. They seem to be the one in control. Like it or not, that's what I'm feeling. They have a lot of control problems. Control problems. There's some problems here with this. Okay. The Empress is in control. There's no way around it. She's right side up, so I'm feeling like she should have this ability. The thing is, there could be some problems coming up. You might be able to help this person solve these problems. That adds you as that brings you up. That brings your strength up. That brings your power up. That brings your ability up. Because you could help this person solve these problems. I just feel like this is difficult. I feel like it's hard for you to hold it because you have to. It seems like you're going to have to work with this person very closely at this point. Then you got to really hold it together. And I'm getting the despondence is kind of hiding behind the Four of Pentacles. The closer you have to work with this person, the harder it gets, because there's a lot of things you'd like to say that you know you can't. Is this going to be worth it? Is the question. This situation with this person, it can go well. It can go a lot better. You can get a lot more out of it. I'm getting there's going to be a lot of impatience here. It's going to be hard for you to know if you're doing the right thing, and it's going to be very stressful. But I'm getting as long as you do that, as long as you hold to it and keep it together and be very careful how you talk to this person, I'm getting this energy for you. You're listened to. They listen to you. They take into account what you're thinking. You just got to be very careful how you say it. It's a lot of work. I just feel like it's a monotonous thing because you can't just relax and just say it how you're thinking it. You got to like roll it through your head a couple times and be like, wait a minute, if I say it that way, that could bend them out of shape because of this. If I say it that way, it could bend them out of shape because of this. Let me dull it down. Let me kid glove this thing a bit. I can try this. This shouldn't be bad. So let me just put that out there and see how that goes. And it seems like it's a lot of, it seems exhausting, quite frankly. It does seem exhausting to me. But the longer you do that, the more confidence they have in you, the more this goes in your favor, the more justice goes to your favor. You get more and more from this person, the more you're catering to them. It's stressful. Like, I can't get around it. It's going to be stressful. It's just constantly going to be stressful. You're going to be very impatient with it. You're going to want to say what you need to say. You're going to start wondering, should I even have a voice here? Because it gets to the point where you feel like I've watered it down so much, I don't really know how effective I actually am. You are very effective, but I feel like it's just you're questioning it. Like, it's kind of like if you go and you get a burger at Burger King or something, and you take off all the dressing and all you have left is 2 pieces of bread and the meat. You're like, why did we even bother coming here? Like, it's still good for this person, but you're like, everything that made it a good burger, you took off. There's no cheese, there's no ketchup, there's no nothing. No nothing. And you're like, why are we even doing this? Why am I even here? But it gives you more strength. It gives you more control. It gives you more say. It is worth it. It's just, I feel like they're just trying to not sugarcoat it. They're like, it's always going to be stressful. But it's going to be worth it. You're going to, at least your voice will be heard, and you'll be able to not end up in these like quagmires anymore where you just have to wait for them to finally do something for you. You'll have more momentum moving forward, and it won't stall out as much. Because I feel like it's been stalling out a lot up to here. Are we good? All right. I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.